Welcome to another episode of Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ is Lord. Let's not waste no more time. Let's get right to it. So, I went back and watched the 1998 Western Conference Finals between the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Lakers, okay? I went back and I rewatched that series. And looking at that series, it was a lot worse for the Lakers than I originally had anticipated. And so I'm going to get to that in a second. But I want to start back at game one, where there was a lot of trash talking going on between the Jazz and the Lakers. I was watching NBA Showtime. They were going back and forth, okay? And there were three key things that had happened between the Lakers and the Jazz in the 1998 regular season that I think led to the sweep of the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, so it was opening day of the 1997-98 season, and the Lakers were playing the Jazz at the Forum opening night of the season. Okay, so the Lakers finished the shoot around. Okay, I believe it was the Lakers or Jazz who finished shoot around. Can't remember. Greg Ostertag had been talking a lot. Greg Ostertag had been talking a lot of stuff about how he shut down Shaq or whatnot. And so as the Lakers are walking off from their pregame shoot around, Shaq sees Greg Ostertag and that kind of set the tone for already budding rivalry. The Lakers did win opening night, by the way. And so Greg Foster. See, this is where Greg Foster comes into play. Okay. So it's a game at the Delta Center in March. Okay. The Jazz were coming down on a fast break. Stockton dishes Greg Foster, and Greg Foster dunks it. And as he's walking back up court, Greg Foster goes like this, to the Lakers bench. The throat slit gesture, which upset the Lakers, and Dale Harris went after one of the referees and got a technical foul because he was upset that Greg Foster was allowed to get away with that throat gesture. And so that angered the Lakers. So when they met at the Forum a couple of weeks later in March, the Jazz were again coming down on a fast break. They gave the ball to Greg Foster on the fast break, and Rick Fox ended up pushing him in the back. and Rick Fox got called for a flagrant foul. Okay. And so those are the three key things that happened during the 97-98 regular season. And so, I was just about to make another point. Oh my goodness, slipped my mind. Yeah, okay, so, we all know what Malone and Stockton brings to the table, okay? But I truly believe that Greg Foster really got under the Lakers' skin to a certain degree, okay? He really got under the Lakers' skin to a certain degree. And Greg Foster said it before the series started. He said, if they're worried about little old Greg Foster, then they have bigger problems. And so game one, in which the Jazz won in a rout 112-77, the game started by Greg Foster on a put-back jam by Greg Foster off a Stockton miss. So, and then the Lakers missed a shot. The Jazz come back down, and Greg Foster knocks down a jumper. So Greg Foster scored the first 4 points of game one. Okay. And on the way to a 112-77 rout. The game two was a lot more competitive. Okay. The Jazz still won 99-95. Took a 2-0 series lead, and it was during game three, before halftime of game three, that Reggie Theus made some interesting observations. Okay. Matter of fact, yeah. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, give me 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
To an extent, the players, according to Reggie, maybe not in it either. Brian. Stockton right there. And Andy Crawford had that one all the way.
Okay.
Under a half a minute remaining and 18 on the shot clock for the Utah Jazz. Are up by 5. Lakers were down by 10, but they come back a bit. Hornacek looking for the foul.
Okay, so this is the part right here, I think.
Right now, let's check in with
Okay.
Theus, who tonight is
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you know how there was talk how the Forum crowd, how the Great Western Forum crowd could be a little passive, could be a little on the dead side as far as cheering. And Reggie Theus, the game was OT. The game was OT. Reggie Theus, who was a sideline reporter, he made an interesting observation. He made a interesting observation about the Lakers. He made an interesting observation about how the Lakers in the timeout in one of their huddles.
member of our team, Reggie.
Oh, we got guys all over the building, Dick. But right now, what amazes me most, that not that the Lakers are down, but the fact that in and out of the huddle with the Lakers, there I see no emotion. There's been a lot of talk about their emotion and the way they feel about this game, but a lot of talk and no action out on the floor. I am amazed that the guys are actually listening with intent in the huddle. Nobody's saying a word. And out on the floor, they're missing assignments and the rotations, and Dell has been all over him the whole game. Nobody said a word. It's quiet.
Thank you.
So are the fans, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, we pointed that out, and Reggie, thanks for that observation. He may be number 4, but you're batting cleanup in our tonight. Okay, he's definitely.
Yeah. So that's an observation that Reggie Theus made. The Lakers were showing no emotion. It's like the crowd was dead and the players were out of it for the Lakers. And Magic Johnson picked up on that same thing too. Let me go to it. Okay. No. 42. 47. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay.
Form our final playoff telecast of 1998 here on.
Okay, so Reggie Theus made that observation, but Magic Johnson pretty much made that same observation. Here it is.
CNC Ernie Johnson along with Kenny Smith and Urban Magic Johnson joining us here as we bring you the Nike halftime report. I guess you can only sit next to Diane Cannon so long before you got to come upstairs and sit next to Kenny Smith.
But he said that he was the real EJ. Now I know the real EJ. This is the
EJ's
real
all over the
EJ,
place.
man.
I'm the second EJ. I'm DJ to DJ. That's the real EJ.
You know, Urban, I'm glad you can smile right now. I know how big this game is for this franchise. You're a vice president with this team, and how surprised are you to see your bunch down 6 at the break?
Well, I'm very surprised because, first of all, we didn't come out with any emotion. You know, the team seemed like we're dead. And the crowd, Utah has taken the crowd right out of the game. And Utah is executing so well. Okay, we're forcing it, the pick and roll to the baseline. They say, okay, we're going to take both of you. We're going to throw it to the pick man. We're going to rotate it, Chris Morris for 3. Okay, you're going to play it like this time. We're forcing it down to the baseline again. Okay, we're just going to rotate the ball. They're doing everything they have to do, playing smart basketball, but the thing that has impressed me is their defense. Greg Ostertag has played a wonderful job on Shaquille, but I tell you what, the bench is what's killing us, the Utah bench. Not the starters, the Utah bench.
I was going to say, Kenny, Carl Malone, John Stockton sitting down a lot of the second quarter, and that's when Utah really did their damage.
Yeah, as him being the vice president, if you said, I take Dick Van Exel, Kobe Bryant, and Eldon Campbell, or would I take Shannon Anderson, Chris Morris, and Ostertag, I think you still take the Laker guy. And it's amazing to me that the bench is playing that well.
Well, you know what's going on, too, is that we're playing right into their hands, Kenny. EJ, what we're doing is Shaquille. So we're just standing, and they're playing super half-court defense, playing position defense. So they say, okay, we're going to back off of everybody. You can have the shot, but we're not taking it. We get a shot by Shaquille. They're rebounding out on the break.
I don't know what's going on in the Laker locker room right now, whether Del Harris is talking or whether they've got it turned on to see what Magic thinks of the first half.
No, there better be some chairs throwing, some bodies. I mean, I'm not disappointed we're down. I'm disappointed that we're motionless. We don't have any emotion. This is the playoff. This is game 3. We're down 2-0. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Some playoff fire from Magic Johnson here on the Nike halftime report. More to come. We'll be right back.
Just so you know that background noise you hear, I'm dealing with dogs. I am dealing with dogs, okay? So, you gotta be a wee bit patient, okay? So, okay. So, you heard Magic Johnson that time say, you heard Ernie Johnson say a little bit of playoff fire from Magic Johnson. Yeah. So, that's what I meant when I said, yeah. The 1998 Western Conference Finals between the Lakers and the Jazz, it was worse than I thought. And based off those observations by Reggie Theus and Magic Johnson, I think this is a culmination of Shaq slapping Greg Ostertag, okay, before the season opener, and the flagrant foul that Rick Fox had on Greg Foster. I think that blacked out there for a second. And I think that like I said, I just think Greg Foster got under the Lakers' skin to a certain degree during the series and during the regular season. And so yeah, the Western Conference Finals, Lakers Jazz, it was worse than I thought. All right, that's it, and that's all for Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. Sorry about the dogs, but this has been Throwing It Back with Sean Farrell. I'm out of here, y'all. God bless. Peace.